Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition Man City versus Arsenal preview. We are live on our own channel, Boardroom Bants, and we are live through Gooner, Claude TV. Hello, and welcome to everyone in the comments. We've got some great guests with us tonight. We've got Diesel. How you doing, Diesel?
Yeah, all good, thanks, Tel. Hope you're well. Once again, a privilege to share a panel with you guys. Hello to people in the chat. And once again, thanks to Claude for having us on.
Yeah. Claude, hope you're good, mate. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Apart from half of my family business going out on Twitter, but I'm okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you again, Claude, for letting us go through your channel and letting us advertise.
It's a pleasure. I just want to talk. I want to talk the big game on Wednesday.
Yeah, let's go, man. We've got Lev with us. How you doing, Lev?
Good, mate. Good. I made it on. Streaming off mobile phones where I am, mate. I'm in the dark ages, but seems to be working. So all good.
Oh, excellent. And we've got Sir Johnny. How you doing, Johnny?
Not bad, mate. Thank you, Claude, for letting us come on your show, mate. And I hope you guys, Lev, Diesel, and Terence, are all well. And nice to see you as usual.
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm sounding a bit croaky. I'm not feeling a bit like coroned out at the moment, so hopefully I'll get through it.
Oh, you'll be all right, mate. We'll get you through it. Don't worry.
I hope so, mate.
Right, just before we quickly go on to Arsenal and obviously Man City game, let's quickly have a quick talk about obviously the Arsenal-West Ham game and the results over the weekend. Diesel, give us your quick thoughts on the game the weekend and how the results went for us. Well, most of them, and then some of them didn't.
Yeah, I watched the game, and to be fair, I thought if West Ham had, if their finishing was better, they probably should have got, and rightly so, really, they should have gone in at least 2-0 up. We definitely got away with one. I saw Antonio was a bit of an handful, and when it was sort of 2-on-2, and he pulled it back for Haller, and unfortunately fortunately for us, he went just behind him. When he crossed it, I thought, here we go, 1-0, we're 1-0 down. And when he went behind him, I just thought, how has he missed that? We picked it up better in the second half. But yeah, to be fair, I mean, we played poor. However, what I will say, having thought about it, if we play like that in every game, I think we've got 10 games left. If we play like that in every single game, the performance is poor, but we get the win, then I'll take that. I don't really care about performances for now. Next season, yes. For now, until the end, it's all about the points for me. So, yeah, it's my thoughts, really.
We've got Shaheen in the house with us. I hope you're good, Shaheen.
Shaheen!
I thought it was a bit cold, but you sound great, Johnny. Don't worry.
Time, mate.
Claude, what was your thoughts on the weekend and the results that happened over the weekend and all, mate?
Well, with the game I was at on Saturday was very, very poor. I was looking at Pepe in the first half, and I wasn't sure who was actually playing on the first half. I thought we were slow. Build-up was all slow. Everything was slow. West Ham looked dangerous going forward. But they didn't have any finish to their play. I thought Socrates was getting exposed. I thought overall it was a very, very poor performance. And then, of course, we got the goal, which was a perfectly good goal. I don't even know why it went to VAR, to be honest with you. It was clearly onside. But that's why we got VAR, because we got an official. I got a clue at the moment. Over the other games, I watched the Man United Man City game on Sunday, and it gives me hope for Wednesday, because it looks like Man City, as far as the league is concerned, have just thrown the towel in. They were really poor. United at the moment are the form team of the Premier League. I fancy them probably to get the fourth spot, if I'm being honest. Everyone's gone on about fifth. We can't really rely on fifth place, really, to be honest with you, because I'm not sure whether that thing will stand that ban that Man City are on. But overall, Chelsea winning 4-0 against Everton. I didn't see the game. I'm not if the boys see that. I was quite shocked at that, looking at Everton, the way they played against us. I was quite surprised at that scoreline. Spurs dropping 2 points helped us. I thought they got a lucky point. Really, they got a dodgy penalty, didn't they? And anyway, that's. And the news is that Harry Kane could be back quite soon, so they could be back in contention if he gets fit. Overall, the other games weren't there. There wasn't many goals in the other games, were there?
No, it was a 1-0 day on a Saturday. Really, you had the Liverpool that beat Bournemouth 2-1. Then you had Palace beat Watford 1-0. Sheffield United beat Norwich 1-0. Newcastle beat Southampton 1-0. Wolves and Brighton was 0-0, and Burnley and obviously the Spuds 1-0.
See, I think Wolves are a good side when they're playing top sides, but when they have to come at teams themselves, forced to play, they seem to struggle, don't they? So that could be a handicap in the last few games for them.
Exactly, yeah.
Everton, I thought, were the team coming up, and now they've gone back. That really shocked me. That 4-0. Yeah. And Sheffield United carry on; they keep winning. But I don't think they'll. But they're safe now, which I think they'll be delighted. I mean, coming into the league, they were one of the favourites to go down, and they've absolutely shocked everyone, haven't they? And they're safe now. So everything now is a bonus for them. So otherwise, interesting weekend, and I'm very confident about Wednesday. Not because I don't think we're playing that great. But if we get organised and just hang in there, I really believe we can get a result, because I don't think there's no intensity in their play. And what it is, when you know you can't win the league anymore, that goes, doesn't it? You haven't got that motivation, have you?
Exactly.
And they were I couldn't believe what I was watching yesterday. They didn't have a clue, did they? And De Bruyne is a big miss for them as well. So I'm very confident that we'll get something on Wednesday night. But what we must do, we have to keep it nice and tight, and then I think he'll have to change the formation a bit, keep it nice and tight. I'd probably play more in midfield. Sorry.
That's all right, mate.
I'd probably play more.
I was waving at you, Claude.
It's waving. I'll probably play more in midfield, stiffen the midfield up. Probably leave. This is a game I'd leave Ozil at, believe it or not. And we might be. I'd play probably a 4-and-1, just behind holding player behind in the midfield. Maybe bring Maitland-Niles into the equation. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go on to talk about the team in a minute, Claude, for the Man City game. Mate. That's all right, mate. We've got the a super chat here from the blind Gooner. How you doing, mate? Darren, in it, Claude?
Daniel.
Sorry.
Daniel.
Lovely guy, Daniel. Yeah. Sorry about on Saturday. I left my phone. I don't know where I left. I think I left it at home. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, mate. And I'll get back to you soon. Hope you're well. He's just come back from Australia, and he's had a nice trip in Australia. I hope you enjoyed the game, Daniel, and thanks a lot. Thanks for the donation.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, mate. Just quickly, people were asking where they can follow us. Please go and follow us on YouTube at Boardroom Bants. On Twitter, we're under Room Bants, and on Instagram, Boardroom Bants again. Obviously, go on Gooner TV, Gooner Claude TV, and all if you're following through our channel. Lev, give us your thoughts on the West Ham result and the results over the weekend.
Mate, obviously we didn't play that great. We can all sit here and try to paper over the cracks. It wasn't the best of performances. Look, the problem we seem to have at the moment is, for example, on the right back side of things, the whole Bellerin situation, we all knew there was something wrong with him, right? Or that he wasn't quite right. We've gone with Socrates as a right back. You're going up against pacey players as a fullback. It's not going to be easy. You've got people like Antonio running at you and things like that. And we knew defensively we were a little bit weak. And the key areas for me that were a concern is centre midfield. Let's face it, we've got a forward line to die for. Most teams would like our forward line if you look at it and what we've got available to us. But it seems to be an issue, and there was an issue in the Olympiacos game as well, wasn't it? With the transition from when we get the ball to when we move it forward. Again, I saw quite a few times our forward line were moving, making space, making runs, and not receiving the ball soon enough. Xhaka is a major part in that. Every time he gets the ball, he slows it down. He plays it to the side. He plays it to the back. Ceballos had one of his better games. Arguably his best game of the season. He did have a very good game, to be fair, and he was putting a lot more tackles. He looked physically stronger than he has, than I've seen before. But we were conceding opportunities, and we weren't creating as much as we should have. That was a concern. But being more positive, though, if you asked me, if the problem with our fans and the problem with us a few months back is we weren't getting games, we weren't winning games that we were playing poorly in, but we're suddenly doing it, aren't we? So look, we've had a bad game, we still got a result. It was a fair goal. It should never have gone to VAR. So let's be positive. We haven't played well, but we've come away with 3 points, right? Personally, I feel like we played better against the better teams this season. If you look at it, Chelsea twice, we were the better side. Man United beat them. Do you know what I mean? I think you get more opportunities when we're playing the better sides because they come at us. So, if they come at us, they leave more space in behind. Whereas we seem to struggle when a team sits back and we've got to break them down and they counter us or they hit us with a set piece. The weaker teams are waiting for us to make mistakes because they know our defense does make mistakes. So they seem to hang in there hoping to nick a goal. And that's what has been happening. So not the best of games, but more positively, 3 points. The other results.
Meg, just hit a nail ahead, which I forgot to mention. If we produce a Chelsea performance, which we've got in us, I think we'll win on Wednesday because that performance was against a side that really were up for it, and that was with 10 men. Remember. So I've got all about that. If we can actually reach that sort of level that we did against Chelsea, then there's no reason why. But then Martinelli played in that game, didn't he? I think we need, and I think we need to have Martinelli. I don't know, but I think we need to play Martinelli, but we need to just make that midfield solid as well. Make it solid. And
why not push Luiz into that middle? Now we've got Mari and Mustafi or Socrates available. If we wanted to solidify that midfield, we have got the option of pushing David Luiz into that space. Because let's face it, I don't think he's not going to give Maitland-Niles that opportunity by the looks of it. So, I mean, if I was to take a chance, that's what I would do. I'd push David Luiz into that DM role. Maybe move Mustafi in with Mari or Socrates in with Mari. And if you want to give Maitland-Niles a go, put him back on the right back situation because for me, he performed well in that position. Give him his chance again. I would also go Aubameyang in the middle and let's get Martinelli and Pepe either side causing problems. Stop overcomplicating the situation. And, that's what is killing it a little bit for me. I think you stop trying to force the likes of Eddie in there and whatever. Eddie's not quite ready yet, let's be honest. He doesn't hold the ball up well. So we haven't really got a striker that does that outside of Lacazette. So either he's going to give Lacazette a go to hold it up or just go with Aubameyang in the middle and go with 2 wingers because it suits us more to have teams come at us and the type of players we have, it gives them space in behind to run into. So
I must admit, I just saw a tweet as well just then. I've got a reply on it. With the greatest respect to the guys, it's come up again. Luiz in the middle. Are you mad? The man is one of the best passers in the team at Arsenal. David Luiz.
I'm not saying it's not a full-time fix, but it's a fix nonetheless.
What I'm saying is that the guy's saying he can't pass full. David Luiz is one of Arsenal's best passers in the side.
Oh, he can
Clear, he's a wonderful passer of the game. He's a good footballer, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Johnny. But he can also be a bit how can I say, reckless with his passing as well, and that's the only thing that would worry me. But yeah, I agree. Maybe that's the answer. That's the option.
With regards to other results, obviously some of them didn't go our way. It's a weird season, isn't it? Everton, they looked good against us, but then got battered by Chelsea. But then Chelsea played us, and we pretty much outplayed them. So you can't sit there and try and match this season up. It's very unpredictable. I do think we can beat them, but the Warriors City are wounded at the moment. They've had one day less rest than us as well. So there's every chance we could win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yourself, Johnny?
Well, I'll be honest, mate. That's the problem. That's the beauty of going last out of the five of us.
I ain't been yet.
I'll be honest with you. Lev's actually took all my dialogue. I totally agree with what Lev just said for once. No, all jokes aside. No, everything what Peaky Blinders said is spot.
It's twice. One more, he keeps the match ball.
It's the meatloaf. It must be the meatloaf I had at the weekend. It's the meatloaf. But I think I drank too much with him. I think he put something in my drink on Saturday night because I've gone all leved up. I'm all leved up, not loved up. No, jokes aside, it's
Mate, I think if anyone was causing trouble, it was you by the sounds of it, Johnny.
Yeah, nothing new there. But no, just Lev's pretty much said everything I was going to say. I mean, again, what Lev said about Ceballos, second half he was outstanding, and I say the word outstanding. I thought he was in the second half. He had a much better second half. He was controlling the game. Ceballos, it was a shit game. It didn't go well, but Ceballos was that bit of quality that we needed. And also what I noticed about Ceballos as well is he was getting back, picking the ball up in defensive places. So he was, you know what I mean? He was going further downfield and up. He was working his socks off. I think the pairing of Mari and Louise, I'm much more confident about it than most people. I think it's brilliant. All right, Mari had a little slip up in the first 10, 15 minutes. He looks like he's going to be good. You've got to realise 2 games that he's come into. And Louise again. I always back Louise because I think Louise is our best centre back. So I think they look really, really good together. And I feel a bit sorry for Mustafi because Arteta seems to have getting the best out of him, but these two look a little bit more composed together. It's very early doors yet, but I think around the field. I mean, Xhaka, he played okay. He done all he could. But apart from that, Aubameyang was very quiet. I thought he would have had a blinder, Aubameyang. Obviously still hurting for Olympiacos by the looks of it. Didn't seem his usual self. Nice to see Lacazette score when he come on. But the rest of them was pretty quiet, really. Keeper made a few good saves, Leno. He's got us out of trouble quite often this season. But yeah, Ceballos has got to be spoke about in the second half because, I mean, I thought he played really, really well in that second half. I think he actually turned the game for Arsenal. Diesel's favourite man, Ozil, wasn't one of his worst games. I thought he'd done some good passes, some good runs, but it was a poor display by Arsenal. But I always like to take positives out of games as well and praise the lads up when I can. So and the thing is, the main thing about it is we won the game. Now, when you're playing like that, and as Diesel said early doors, if you're winning and you're getting the 3 points and playing like that, that's still progress because it's showing grit, determination. There's a team there that's not the best 11, but they are improving slowly. And then you got the transfer market to come up for Arteta. So if that man can turn around what he's got at the moment, why can't he do it with a transfer? Market. I see big improvements under Arteta. I certainly see top 4 next season. I don't see the title at Arsenal, without sounding too bad. I don't see the title coming to Arsenal for some time, but I think it goes a lot deeper than that at Arsenal. It's more than the manager.
I totally agree with you, Johnny. I totally agree with what you said. What everybody said, really. You can take bits and pieces out of what everyone said. For me, obviously, yes, we haven't got the greatest side at the moment. Yes, we haven't got the greatest squad at the moment. Yes, we need to rebuild in the summer and get new players in. We all know that. the display on Saturday for me, obviously I was there and all. It weren't great. You know what I mean? It wasn't great to watch. But what I like to do is I like to pick out what is positive.
Take the positives.
Yeah, take the positives. You know what I mean? The way I look at it at the moment, looking at Arsenal, we look so much more defensively stronger as a unit, and our defence looks stronger at the moment than what it was under our previous manager. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? The thing that
word of caution, Terry. Word of caution on that, Terry. Word of caution on that.
Oh, mate.
You say it's stronger, but I don't. Maybe slightly, but I look at it as well. I look at Saturday, and to me, that's not strong. What happened Saturday? If they had someone that could finish, we wouldn't be saying how much improvement. That's what we've got to look at, because we'll have better teams, better strikers coming up against us that will put them chances away. Right?
No, Claude, can I ask you a question, mate?
They had a 2-on-none. They had a 2-on-none in the box, yeah? I mean, the final ball was awful. But what I'm trying to say, we were in that situation loads of times so that they get opened us up. Socrates was opened up.
I was just about to say, yeah, weren't that more? I agree with you there, Claude.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, for me, it's not. It's more down to luck rather than improvement.
See, I would disagree with you there, Claude. But the simple fact is, why didn't we have any luck under Emery then? Why didn't we have any luck under them with the same players?
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it's not improved, but I'm hearing people saying how vastly improved. But we sometimes we look too much into things. Oh, he's got a clean sheet, but then the next game will get punished because we won't get away with that all the time.
Yeah,
we won't get away with it, right? But if we produce more performances like we did against Chelsea, then I would say we're improving. But we're not. To me, it's a slight improvement, but it's not enough. And I tell you what, it's not Arteta's fault, by the way. It's not Arteta's fault. The problem is the players are not good enough. Simple.
Yeah. No.
To be fair, though, going back to what you said, the players did down tools under Emery. I will say that.
Yeah.
My opinion. Yeah.
True. But then
I hate that though, don't you, Diesel? When players say they're down, I agree with you, but I think that's disgusting. The money you've got the fans there as well. When you've got fans paying, and they don't,
they get a pass, don't they? They get a pass.
Yeah, it's disgusting, mate, isn't it? It is. I feel so sorry for the fans.
So much you can get out of these players because they're not good enough. And at the end of the day, the big test for Arteta will be in the summer. Now, if he keeps his same squad next season, we're going to have big problems. I'm telling you this now, because you can only get certain bits out of these players. Remember, these same players, we all praised Emery when he went on a 22-match unbeaten run. But look what happened there eventually. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And everyone was saying, "Oh, we've turned the corner."
No,
this is why I don't want. We have to wait and see in the summer because we go from one thing to another too quick. For me, I'm in the middle now. It's not as bad as it was, but it's not that improved much more.
I mean, as a football fan now, it would be absolutely wrong for anyone to judge Arteta apart from if he's bringing positivity. No. Yeah, and the thing is as well, what you've got, as Claude said, everyone's got to say about Arteta, even a slight bit of improvement with a team that is not his and not one signature apart from a man who's come in called Mari, who has done well, who is a loan signing. That tells me that Arteta's done at this moment a good job with what he has and the tools that he has, because that was against Brighton. I think we can all agree that was fucking abysmal. You know, how bad were we? I know that there was a goal disallowed. It was just offside by Louise, but it was awful. And we've had other games. Now, Arteta, as Claude says, these players are not his. If he's even a slight improvement, is good management from my eyes. Because
I was going to pick up on that, Johnny. Just the way I look at it, right? When Emery left, all I was getting told was that we don't want Arteta. We don't want Arteta. We need an experienced manager to come in. We need a manager like Mourinho or Ancelotti. He will sort this defence out. He will, stronger up the defence. We will look much better going forward and all this. What have they done at their clubs they're at now? What has Mourinho done at Tottenham? What has Ancelotti done at Everton? Everton.
I agree.
Come in and everyone come in and kept saying, people kept saying, no, we don't want an unexperienced manager. We don't want someone who just puts the cones out. We need someone to come in and make us defensively stronger.
Well, he's been put up for manager of the month as well. Did you know?
Yeah, well, that's right. So what has Arteta done since he's come in? With these players that everyone kept saying how rubbish they are. They're rubbish. All of them need to go. No matter what manager comes in, these players we won't be able to turn it around. And where are we now? We're not that far from getting Champions League football if we push on.
The thing is, Tel, as well, the problem we've got with football fans is that with football fans themselves, and I've seen it with Man City fans when they're winning everything, you can't keep them happy, mate. Even Man City fans were moaning when they were winning everything. Unfortunately, everyone's got an opinion, which is, they've got the right to, but you can never, ever keep a fan happy, mate, or some fans. Never. Yeah. No matter what you're doing or what they're saying.
On top of that, and like you said, Claude, the way that Man City's been playing lately, don't you think that they've been playing poorly since Arteta's left them?
No, I don't think that's that.
No. You can't put it down to that.
No.
How many goals has Sterling scored since Arteta's left?
Come on. They've lost key defenders.
Here we go.
And now it starts.
Wait a minute. They've lost key defenders. They've lost key players that were and no, I'm not having that. And also, Liverpool have been exceptional this season as well.
We can't take nothing away from Liverpool whatsoever, Claude. Nothing whatsoever from Liverpool. They've been outstanding.
Gents,
every team is failing this year. It's not just Manchester City. Every team. So it's not. I don't think it's the Arteta effect. Come on, let's not. This is another. Listen. I'm not against Arteta. I want to give him a chance. I'm not going to go the full way and say he's an absolute genius because Man City are struggling because he's left. No. I want to see in the summer how strong he is as a manager and how strong he can get across to Raul and what players he wants. And I want to see if he's a puppet or he does what he wants. Because if he doesn't get his way, he should walk out the fucking club.
I totally agree with that.
If he don't get his players that he actually wants, then he should walk out the club. Because I don't want to hear excuses. They're not my players. I didn't want them in. So, well, then you should walk.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. That's when I will judge him. Because come November, December, let's see where we are next season. November, December. And if we're still doing the same shit that we're doing at the moment, like we did on Saturday, the same sort of performances, then you've got to ask questions.
Terry, I think
go on,
Arteta, when to judge Arteta is when he gets the opportunity, as you boys have said, for him to have a transfer window and to see whether or not he identifies where the problems are and what type of players are going to fix those problems in the type of system that he wants to play. If he can identify those players, and because we're playing too many round pegs in square holes at the moment. We don't, Bellerin, outside of Bellerin, what have we got right back? We've got Cedric. Okay, is he going to be the answer for the whole season? Not convinced. Is Xhaka an answer for the whole season? Personally, I think he's keeping Xhaka sweet because he knew in January that he wouldn't be able to find the type of player he wanted. So I think he kept Xhaka for that reason. Is he going to keep him moving on from there? Not quite sure. Outside of Ceballos, outside of Torreira, do we have a natural DM? No, we don't. That's going to be a problem for us for the remainder of this season. So we can't really judge him right now. And then there's the issues with when Tierney comes back. Is he going to play Saka? Is he going to play Martinelli? Is he going to play Aubameyang in the middle? Is Lacazette going? There's so many different things, and it's all going to come out in the wash as to the decisions he makes during those periods. Then we can start to judge him. Then we'll realise just how good he is. With regards to the City's form, I think it was Laporte being injured most of this season that's really cost them. Would it have made a difference with Liverpool's form? I doubt it, but they still would have been a lot stronger with Laporte in centre-back. They have had a few bad injuries, but we're quite fortunate. We're quite fortunate that the pack above us hasn't really got that far away from us, has it? So we've got to take advantage of it. Now, when he took over, did we even think we'd have a chance of getting top 4? No. So, he's done something right to head us into contention. There's that way of looking at it.
I think we can all agree here.
Terry, can you get that back on? Terry, that's it.
I think we can all.
I hope you're good, Terry. I hope you're good, mate.
Hello, Terry. How are you, mate?
Oh, I like Terry.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, Stan Summer idea of helping Mikel will involve his son Josh playing up front, and to spice up his hunting channel, Louise forced to be the prey of some very angry bison.
Do you know what I've got to say? This guys, Terry Mancini is one top dog. I love that guy. He's a lovely, lovely man. He's a very funny man as well.
Can I just,
and guys, sorry, can I just say? So I just saw. Anyone in the chat, subscribe to Curtis Shaw TV. My bro, my guy, speaks a lot of sense and he's a top bloke. So anyone who doesn't follow him, please follow him. Curtis, hope you well.
Big up, Curtis. Lovely boy.
Unfortunately, can't hit a barn door, unfortunately.
Can I just go back? Sorry, mate. Can I just go back to what we were saying about, obviously, we need to see what he does in the summer. Going back to the summer, I think he's already been set up for a big fall anyway in the summer, because obviously he ain't going to get loads of money. We know that. So we're only going to be able to go out and get a certain caliber of player. We're not going to be able to go out and get the players that we all want, right? So that's a foul straight away there for Arteta in my eyes, right? Look what's happened with Mari. For instance, we hadn't even seen him play, and most of the Arsenal fan base was on Arteta's back, on Arsenal's ball's back, and everything, because we've gone out and bought an £8 million defender. We don't want crap players. We don't want crap players. And in my eyes, I couldn't really comment on that until I've seen him play. I've not seen anything of him at all where he was playing, and he's played 2 games for us now. And to be honest, he was unlucky not to get the man of the match, I think, on Saturday, because he had a great game.
I think that's modern day for you, Tel. Unfortunately, I think that is the modern day way. The majority, and I blame FIFA, the game, for that personally, because everyone's a manager and everyone wants to. At the end of the day, you can't judge the man. Yeah, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's just ridiculous. You can't judge him. So it doesn't matter if he costs in. You know what I mean? 1 million, 2 million. You can't until you see the guy play, see what happens. A long way to go yet.
And not only that, I mean, just after when Arteta took over, right? He kept leaving out Pepe. He kept leaving out Ceballos, right? And everyone was on his back for it. Oh, we don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? Why is he leaving these players out? Blah 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 blah. What have them 2 players done? That's the reason why I put their names out. What have them 2 players done since he's been putting them in our team? They've been fantastic, I think.
But Terry as well. It's even been with players like I've seen it. So I've seen this happen. Players give Willock a game. Give Willock a game. Then when Willock comes on, I've seen bad mouthing Willock.
Yeah,
but guys. So you have to look at it from both sides, right? So what a lot of the Arsenal fans were basically saying was, when Arteta came in, he made it abundantly clear. He'd come out and said his own words, every player's got a clean slate. Right? Now, the way it was perceived, the way it was looked to us, was every player did have a clean slate. But when it comes to Ceballos, he didn't. That's how it looked, right? Now, whether it's, he's coming back from injury, well, you could look at it again on the flip side. We're playing players who are half injured. So if you look at Bellerin, what's coming out with him at the moment, that torn groin, we're playing Bellerin. We have been playing him. But Ceballos, you want to wait until he's fully fit. So it's mixed messages. Personally, the Martinelli thing, I personally think there is something in this clause where if he plays a certain amount of games, we have to pay. That's my view. Because I can't see how this player can get player of the month and he goes from that to zilch. That doesn't make sense.
That's a very interesting.
Doesn't make sense. That I genuinely do.
Comment.
I do. I do. I think.
I agree with Stan here, everyone. He's put Mikel sees them up close. If he ain't picking them, then there's a reason basically behind why he's not picking them. It's the same reason as Maitland-Niles. Obviously, we didn't see him in the squad for a couple of weeks. Everyone's saying, why aren't he playing him? And then it all come out that he had a bit of a to do with, what's his name? Guendouzi out in Dubai. And he basically said, I mean, I know someone who knows him. He lives next door to someone I know, Maitland-Niles. Well, like someone I know, he lives next door to him.
We've got the boardroom Bants journalists out.
Terry, you sound like me. You sound like me.
Yeah. It's all about
I know someone who knows him. It's his uncles, dads, brothers, sisters. And,
This guy that worked on a burger van, aren't they?
Yeah.
even they said that his attitude absolutely stinks. He's got such a bad attitude on him. No one likes. I mean, I'm just going by what people told me. I don't know him personally. You know, that might not be true, but I'm only going by what people have told me. And if that's what Arteta has seen, and he told him to get his head down,
Fair play to him. Yeah.
Then I'm 100% behind Arteta. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Terry, can I come in on this? Right, you're going about Arteta being ruthless and all this. Right? Can someone please ask? I don't understand this. Martinelli was player of the month, yeah, and suddenly we're not seeing him anymore, and he's on the bench. On the one hand, you're praising him for that, and then I'm looking at a player like Martinelli, not playing, and we're bringing players like Nketiah in and all this, and I mean we got away with it on Saturday. But why is Martinelli on the bench after being player of the month?
To be honest, I don't know. Is the honest answer.
Well, Terry, you know someone that knows Martinelli, don't you? He works in a burger van.
It's
That's Johnny. That's Johnny.
I'm sure Johnny does.
Terry knows someone on the burger van as well.
On the burger van, yeah.
He's got a big contact on the burger van.
Lev,
Did you know I know Stuart Little as well? That's God's honest truth.
I'm looking at your background. It's like you've got
Look like I've got what?
It looks like you've got Antique show behind you, mate.
Mate, I've got my antiques hat on today. I've just been down to the.
I will say one thing. It's not like me to go off topic, but we do look a very sexy panel out there today. It's very fresh.
You look like a cross between Eric Dyer and Harry Kane, Sir Johnny.
All my football mates said I look like Frank Ribery.
Harry.
Seriously, that is one ugly bastard, and I thought, you know what I mean? Everything but the scar.
And when he says all his football mates, he means the Arsenal squad.
Johnny Beardsley. Johnny Beardsley.
Ribery minus the money, the fame, the skill, just the looks.
Just the
looks. Phil Mitchell.
Just before we go back on to get our team, what we think for the City game and our results, just a quick update that obviously our game against Sheffield United in the FA Cup has been scheduled now. We play them on Sunday the 22nd, which is you got a present now to give to your mum. It's Mothering Sunday that day, so get them the present, get them and you can kill two birds in one stone, yeah? And that's at 1:30 on BT Sport.
Unfortunately, I can't reach my mother. She's up in the sky.
God bless her, mate. God bless her.
But it's a day that does upset me a bit because when that comes along, so it'll be all right for me. But I mean, there's plenty of people that would like to be with their mothers on that day, and they have to go to that game. But that's how it goes. I'm afraid. I don't know why they couldn't have played that because they were going to play a game on a Friday night. They could have put one of them games on a Friday, I suppose. I've
not seen the other fixtures, Claude. They might have had one on the Friday. I I expected it to be on a Monday because we seem to always be playing on a Monday now. So I thought it would have been a Monday night game, but we've got the Sunday game.
Yeah. You could even, if they worked around it, they could have even put 4 matches all on a Saturday.
Yeah,
if you think about it, 4:30. One could have been at 4 o'clock. The other one could have been at 7. Yeah, it could have been done. I think it could have easily been done. 4 games on the Saturday.
I've just had Nacho Monreal as well. Do I look a bit like him?
Sure.
No,
Nacho, maybe just a Nacho.
What about Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt or more like Cesspit?
Armpit.
You bastard. Bastard.
Just quickly, I see a question earlier, so I wrote it down from Cannon Fodder TV. Hope you're all good, mate. Anyone that's watching, go and give him a follow. He put, where realistically can we finish in the league this year? So let's go round Diesel. Where would you say, mate?
I'd 6. I'd say 6. Yeah. I just don't think we're I don't think we're consistent enough, mate. If I'm honest.
I think that's the problem. 6, yeah.
And I'll take that all day long, mate. I'll take that all day long.
Legend.
Stan, be honest, mate. What do I look like? Stan, tell me, Stan. Stan, tell me.
What did you say? 6, Stan?
Stan said you look
like... Claude, I mean. Sorry, Claude. 6.
6.
Lev?
6.
I'm just sorry, mate. I was just getting sidetracked. You lot talk about backdrops. You talk about me with my Antiques Roadshow. You got Battle of the Wallpapers over there at the top. with Terry and Diesel's wallpaper going on there. My eyes are going funny. Right. You know what? I mean, yeah, 6 is an easy one to say, but realistically, you're saying realistically, there's nothing to say that realistically we can't get 5th or 4th. Like, why can't we say it? You know, if we go and beat City on Wednesday, I want to be positive. Do you know what I mean? So settling for 6 now is just I'm going to say 5th we can get. 4th, it could be tough, but like, you know what? If it does remain top 5, that'll be interesting, won't it? We got any news on that yet? Because it sounds like to me, City are still battling away, but nothing's been confirmed. It could be knocked down by a season, but it will still mean that this season 5th would, get you a Champions League spot.
Yeah, I've just got to stop
you very much, Shaheen. Thank you very much for that, Shaheen. That's very kind.
Thank you so much.
That's too much, mate.
48.99. Where'd you get these figures from, Shaheen? 48.99.
Shaheen, round it up to 50. Come on.
Man,
he always does 99. He's like
he loves to
an Iranian sale going on. He's always 99.
Shaheen, thank you very much. And I know it's not been the best of days. My father's very ill at the moment, and his missus is not well either. So it's not been a good day for me. But we get there. We carry on, and things have to move on.
Timothy
now, Stan. Right, just fucking shoot me now.
Mate, you are getting some classics today,
Stan, just shoot me. Timothy fucking Small.
Listen, boys, just for that comment, Stan is now part of Boardroom Bants, man. I'm telling you.
Jesus wept. Ex-model turns into Timothy fucking Small.
Claude, I'll take that, mate. You look like Tyson Fury's dad, apparently. I'll take that.
Yeah, I wish I looked like Tyson Fury. Never mind Tyson Fury's dad. I go and knock a few people out as well.
That's another podcast.
Apparently, I look like Timothy fucking Small. Are you having
that? Thank you very much, anyway, Charlene.
Thanks, mate. That's very kind, mate. Right, then let's get on to it. Diesel. What sort of team do you want to play on Wednesday night, and what do you think the results are going to be? Everyone in the comments, let us know yours and all.
Timothy Small.
Right.
Get over it, Frank.
Fucking hell. How'd you go from Timothy Small to Frank Ribery? How's that happen? Sorry.
I look like Blade Brown.
Sorry.
Blade Brown's not a bad one, though. We'll be giving away a free Frank Ribery shirt signed at the end of the show, by the way, boys and girls. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I won't be signing it. I'll be doing the Timothy Small one, won't I?
Actually, Johnny, I think you look like Gary Webster. Is it Gary Webster that one, the actor?
You're about for Minder. He was a Minder, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know you're on about, yeah.
Thank you,
No,
Claude.
you know what? Timothy Sport is spot on, mate. Honestly, it is.
Yeah, fuck you, Lev, and you, Stan. Yeah.
Shaheen's going 3-1 to Arsenal. So
I'm going to go for. I'm going to go 1-0 to the Arsenal. I think we're going to do it. 1-0 to the Arsenal.
What's your team, Claude?
This is what I think. What he will play, or what do I want to play?
What do you want?
What you would play?
Yeah.
What you would play?
Right.
Who do you want?
I would bring Maitland-Niles back at right back.
Yes, Claude.
But I don't think he's going to do that. I'd actually maybe play wing backs instead and play Silva, Saka and Miles as wing backs. Play the 3 centre halves. Who we got? We could have Louise, Socrates, and Mari.
Come on, man. Me and you, bro. Me and you. That is.
Wait, on me.
No, we've got no one else.
Jalili.
I'll go for that for the time being. So
Okay.
how do we go? We
No,
go
take that.
Aye?
Badly. Take it badly, Diesel. Take it badly.
I was going to say.
That's who someone said Diesel looks like.
Omid Jalili.
I'm still pissed.
Come on, man. I thought you was my boy. Come on.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I've had worse than that. I've had worse. I can take it.
I ain't. I ain't had right, bollocks that is. I'm having a cup of tea. Fucking Zoe's just walked out and left me. Now you said fucking Timothy Small.
So I'm going to
go resemblance now. That's why.
That is one ugly fat.
with the 2 wing backs. I'm going to go a 3-4-3. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Who's your team?
So the 2 wing backs and the 2 in the middle, Ceballos and we have to go. We have to fucking rely on Granit Xhaka, and I will go Martinelli.
I'll let you off, Carl. I'll let you off.
Brad Pitt, fair play.
Martinelli, Aubameyang, and here we go, Reece Nelson. There we go.
Oh, okay. Diesel.
Right, Leno in goal.
Yeah.
I forgot the goalkeeper. We're just given anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty much a given.
Yeah, exactly.
So Saka left back, right back. I'd go Bellerin.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you why.
He's injured.
Is he? Yeah.
Come on,
I said it earlier, didn't I? Right, if he's injured. Yeah, I know. Omid, if he's injured, right. This is a curveball now, and if watch the hate I'll get in the chat. I would play. I would if that Cedric's not fit. If he is fit, I'll play him. If he's not, I will play Socrates. I don't agree with him being there, but if what is being said about Maitland-Niles is true and his attitude, then as far as I'm concerned, he can go and do one. Right? Yeah. No matter what, I do not want him in that team. If that is true, right? You are not bigger than the club. You're lucky to be at this club. Simple as that. Ruthless, Arteta, love it, because we were moaning for this back in the day. So now we've got it. Let's embrace it, right? Now, so yeah, Socrates there. In the back, I'd give Mari another game. We bought him for a reason. Play him, right? Mari, David Luiz.
Are you high, bro? Someone's just asking if you're high, bro.
Yeah, well, listen, it's all about opinions. I tell you what, whoever said that, come on the podcast right now and give us your team. No,
yeah.
I didn't think so.
You're offering him out there.
No.
Yeah.
So
fucking hell.
Ceballos. I would play Ceballos, and I'm not playing Xhaka. I'm trying to think who I would have there. Ceballos is a definite. Whoever's out, obviously. Do you know what? I'll play Willock.
Ooh, interesting.
Xhaka will not get in my side. I don't care. I haven't got a short memory like a lot of the Arsenal fans. What he done was unforgivable. Do not want him here. Will not play him if it was me. Right, so I play Willock there. I will drop Ozil. You all know why. My thoughts on that. To be honest, I've always wanted to see Ceballos in that number 10, but because of obviously the injuries we got and the way he played the other day, I thought he done. But I thought that was his best game in an Arsenal shirt. If I'm honest, I thought he ran the game. So yeah, I'd keep him where he is for now. In that number 10, do you know what? I would try Lacazette in there. So I would try him in there. Just try it. See how it goes. Right. Pepe on the right. I'd play Martinelli on the left and Aubameyang up front. Aubameyang, sorry. That's to Terry. Yeah, he can't play on the left anymore. He can't do that anymore. We've got a banger of a striker. Play him up front and let him do the damage where he's meant to do the damage. Okay. Oh, sorry, the score. I think we're going to lose 3-0.
Brilliant. We're going to lose.
Well, with your lineup.
I know. Yeah, but you know what it is? I'm a man, right? I look at football how I look at it in life, right? You know, if someone takes a liberty, I'm not into this short memories, right? Disrespect. If you disrespect once, for me, you're out of the circle, you're gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we need to have an element of that back because there's clubs out there, big clubs, who won't tolerate that. So why do we tolerate it? I still look at Arsenal as this big, massive, classy club. And I know we're not acting it at the moment, but we've still got certain morals that we need to adhere to. And if there's players there, right, players like Maitland-Niles, if it is true, and he's acting like that, and Xhaka feels he can chuck the captain's armband that's been worn by Adams, Vieira, etc. Yeah. No, sorry, that's just me. But I'm old school like that.
So someone just said then as well that was interesting. We are not a big club anymore. Arsenal will always be a big club, no matter who we've got playing for us. We are a big club. The name doesn't change. We'll always be a big club.
We're not moving like a big club, but we are. There's a difference. We're not moving like we are a big club.
Without sounding too corny, we are Arsenal. So we are a big club, in my opinion. We are that symbol. We are that badge.
Yeah. Okay, all right. No, I'll go with that. Lev?
Do you know what, right? I mean, there's certain things that Diesel said that I would agree with in the sense of I personally wouldn't pick these players, but you got to look at what we have available to us right now and work with that. So obviously, Leno in goal. Look, we're all talking about him having a bad attitude, etc. But then at the same time, I've seen a player who played right back, a position that wasn't his, and did a really good job for us, in my opinion. So the fact that Bellerin's injured, right, at least Maitland-Niles has got a bit of pace and physicality. I don't fancy Socrates on right. He'll get roasted against someone like Sterling. So I would probably go Maitland-Niles right back. Centre backs, we probably go with Mari still, because I don't think you're going to get a lot of. Well, do you know what? It's a tough one because let's face it, I don't think you get a lot of aerial problems with City. It's all on the deck, isn't it? So you could go Mustafi and Luiz. Who knows? But I would probably go with Mari and Mustafi maybe, and I would like to push. Wait, because I would like to push Luiz into midfield, but I don't think that's going to happen. So it's going to be. I could say what we want, but it's going to be Luiz and Mari, and then it's going to be the left back. It's going to be Saka again. Let's face it, Tierney's not ready. If Tierney was ready, I'd want Tierney in there, and I'd probably push Saka forward. That's what I'd do because I think we need natural defenders. And as good as Saka's been playing, I don't think he's defensively that great. And then centre midfield, I wouldn't really play Xhaka, but we've got no choice. We're going to play Xhaka. Ceballos, I want someone a bit more steel in that midfield because I'd rather wait and hit them on the break because they're going to come at us and leave loads of spaces behind, right? And we should hit them on the break, but we don't have enough steel to sit back and do that. So it's going to be Ceballos. It's going to be Xhaka. What I do want is I want Aubameyang in the middle. I don't want him on the left anymore. I want Martinelli on the left. I want Pepe on the right. And you know what? Whether we like it or not, he's going to play Ozil. And that's it as it is. We could sit here and say what we want all day long, but that's what's going to be.
Yeah, and score?
By the way, before you can I interrupt you? These are the matched odds for the game. Manchester City are 3-1 on, so you have to pay £3 to get one back. 9-2 to draw, and 8-1 Arsenal to win.
8-1.
I think that's a cracking.
8-1.
I think that's cracking. Because if you look at City at the moment, I think they're just. I don't think they're bothered with it. I just don't think. They've got no motivation for this game. I think anyone we've got more motivation to win this game than they have.
Claude, why Johnny's giving his prediction and why he's giving him his lineup? Just look for me how much 2-1 victory is for us. How much that would be?
I was going to say 2-1 to us, by the way, Terry, only because I'm trying to be positive. And I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. Yeah. So if we're going to win, it's going to be something like 2-1.
Okay.
Do you honestly think we're going to beat Man City, gents? Hand on heart, do you honestly think we're going to beat this team? A team who slap us about when they're in second gear.
Listen, I'll tell you what. Diesel, I'll give you what I'm going to say in a minute when I give you my team line.
Yeah.
What did you say you wanted to tell? What did you want?
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Let's have a look.
Good, Johnny.
Diesel, is United that much better than us?
Hmm?
Is United that much better than us as a team?
No, but on the day they were. But we're talking about we're about to play a team who slap us for fun, and they don't even move out of second gear. Now, if you look at the last time we played them, have we improved that much to a point where we go from that to that by beating them? No.
Listen, I'm going to be optimistic, mate. There's no point in putting the TV on and watching it otherwise, mate.
Yeah.
I might as well just not watch it.
2-1 Arsenal is 20-1.
Yeah, 20 to 1. That kills you, don't it?
21-1. Fucking hell. I don't know that, I think.
20-1.
I don't know that. All right, Johnny.
The only changes I'd make, because of injuries and that, it's made it quite easy for me personally. I'd take, for the big games, I'd take Eddie out and put Lacazette in. Lacazette's been known to score against the big clubs. He has. Man City, Liverpool. He looks like he's getting a little bit hungry again. He's just scored the winning goal, so he's going to be high on confidence. The West Ham. So yeah, I'll drop Eddie for him. And I saw a tweet come up earlier that was very interesting by the man who called me Timothy Small, but I'm going to agree with him. He says drop Socrates and play Mustafi in right back when he won the World Cup, and that's what I would do. I would put Mustafi in now. I think he's a little bit more fitter, would you say? Bit sharper, a little bit more quicker, and he has played well for Arsenal there. And also Mustafi is actually playing well now. So let's put Mustafi on the right back.
He's injured, John. He's injured.
Mustafi's still
injured.
What, Mustafi's injured?
I think he's still injured.
Right, well, we've got no...
Didn't he get an injury? What game was it? Wasn't it the Olympic Arcos game? He got injured, and I don't think he's recovered it yet.
Well, if he is injured, then I would normally play Cedric, but putting Cedric in on his first game against Manchester City, so you've got to put in Socrates, sadly, because there is, apart from him, it's Maitland-Niles, but I'll be very surprised if Maitland-Niles starts. So I think it'll be Socrates again. It'll be the same team, apart from I think Arteta will drop Eddie. I think Lacazette will start.
Just a quick update on the injuries. Obviously, Chambers is out for up to 6 to 9 months. Kolasinac is out until the end of March. Mustafi is being assessed ahead of Man City.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
And Cedric, left knee, aiming to be in full training this week. It says. That's all it says. So
He'll be out of the equation then.
What about Tierney? Nothing on Tierney?
2-3 weeks away.
Nothing on Tierney. Nothing on him.
About 2-3 weeks away he is.
Well,
right. This is my team then. I'd have Leno in goal. Me personally, I would hope he put his head down in the last couple of weeks and sorted himself out, and Arteta's got hold of him. And but for me, I think we need pace. Going to City, I think we need pace in this game. So if he's fit and he's available, I will play Maitland-Niles at right back. I'd keep David Luiz and Mari in the centre back, and I'd still stick with Saka at left back. I'd have Ceballos, and I'd go with Willock in midfield. Personally, I just think we need someone that can run up and down that.
We need legs to me.
Yeah, we need legs. Saka can't do that, and Luiz can't do that for this game because he ain't fast enough for me. So we can't do that. We need someone that can run, who's got legs, who can get the ball and get up there as well as get back quickly. For me, I'd have Pepe on the right. I'd have Martinelli on the left. I'd have Ozil playing the number 10 role, and Aubameyang up front.
What are you dropping the Aubameyang then? Is Aubameyang not playing?
You know what, Terry? Terry, you actually say the right pronunciation. They're all people laugh at you, right? But that it's true.
Is it?
It's Aubameyang.
I'll leave it out.
Aubameyang.
I don't know any of the Sky Sports presenters call him Aubameyang or Aubameyang.
Because they're thick. Terry's got it right.
There you go, boys.
All the Sky Sports pundits, we all know you're watching us right now. Come on, if you please, put it in the chat what it is.
Aubameyang.
I kind of want it to be a Aubameyang.
I think realistically, though, the best, and that's just my opinion, I think the best Arsenal can hope for is a draw.
Listen, I've been saying it all night since obviously Sam. I would be so happy to get a point and a draw at City.
So would I.
I think this is the best time to beat Man City. This is the time. They're down. They don't give a shit about the league. They've thrown the towel in as far as the league's concerned. We couldn't have played them at a better time. If we have the right attitude, the same performance that we played against Chelsea, we will beat them. You heard it here. I'm giving the positive messages out tonight. We will win on Wednesday night.
I'm right behind you. 2-1 win for
We will win on Wednesday night.
Listen, I'm right behind you, mate.
I can't help but be positive.
And we'll win on Wednesday night, and then we'll lose to Brighton.
If there's
Someone's asking me to put money on it. No, I wouldn't put money.
If there's anyone that can beat City, surely it's Arteta. He knows how they're going to set up. He knows how they're going to play, right? So he's going to set us up to go out there with a game plan. The only reason, in my eyes, why we will lose is by player error.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the only reason.
This is the game where the pupil beats the master.
Yeah.
Nah, Pep won't have that.
I'm telling you,
That's interesting, though. It's interesting.
I'm
a lot of voices here. It's voodoo. This is voodoo stuff going on. Come on.
I watched them the other night. They were awful. They were absolutely awful the other night. Absolutely awful. Yesterday. Sorry. I think they're showing a lot of tiredness now there as well. I think their aim now, there'll be a lot of players rested as well. Their aim now is not this coming week now, it's the game with Real Madrid. Even though they're winning the first leg and they've got to play here, that game's not over yet. So
they're clearly missing De Bruyne, aren't they? I mean,
massive.
So they're going to miss him. I mean, that is their creator, isn't it?
Well, I know he wasn't playing. Was he on the bench? Kevin De Bruyne, was he on the bench?
No, I don't.
Was he out?
I think he's injured.
I think he's injured, mate. He's out.
But guys, we're not taking into account that they're having one less day rest than us as well. Because they've played the day after us.
Exactly.
We've got to take that into consideration too. They had a tough derby game. They've had 1 day's less rest than us. They've got a couple of injuries. It's there if we want it.
You've got to remember.
Yeah, that makes no difference. Come on.
Guardiola might say, look, have one on me. Have one on me. Let me help you along. That means nothing to me. Let me help you along. You know, you don't know. I'm telling you, I can see us winning on.
I'll tell you what, Lev. I love your backdrop, mate, and that suit you've got on. That is so.
I just thought this Antiques Roadshow backdrop.
I don't reckon you was late. I reckon you just sorted it out for tonight.
So this wonderful piece here. 18th century.
There's 20 grand worth behind his back.
It's going for 20,000.
For
you,
Vodka.
15 grand for you. Donated it to Claude TV.
Right, listen, everyone. We've been going for an hour, so we're going to wrap it up very shortly.
There's another show going on, the Muppet Show, on the other channel, isn't it?
Oh, jeez.
Right, so
anyway.
It's nice playing you guys anyway.
Muppet Show. And then, how's it go? Let me go to the right size.
Right. Is
I
this
know
where...
we won the other day, but we're still shit.
Right, yeah. So, well, as our
Follow
channel,
that, Terry. Follow that, mate.
Hello, Mum. Hello, Mum.
No pressure at all there, Terry. Just fucking follow that one, mate.
Yeah, exactly. No, as you all know,
Anyway, what time is the Muppet Show on?
as you all know, we're at Boardroom Bants. We're a brand new channel, and we just want to address something tonight. And this will be the only time that we're going to address it. We will not be talking about it ever again. And obviously, it's a lot of questions been coming up and asking us why we left. To put it in simple terms, people, we left because we wanted to do something different. We wanted to do something that shows that obviously we all support Arsenal. We want to do Arsenal stuff, but we also want to incorporate boxing, MMA, darts, other topics like what we've been doing on movies and music and a load of other stuff, mental health. We've got some great shows lined up. We've got a load of stuff in the pipeline that we want to do.
Big show Thursday as well.
Yeah, big show Thursday. Well said, Johnny. But we just want to address that. Obviously, we have got no animosity towards anybody. Okay, there's nothing, no grudges from our BR. Well, yeah, sorry, apart from Claude, obviously, but
follow that, Tel.
Yeah, we've got no grudges against anybody. But what I will not stand for is bullying and abuse online. Right? You can come at any of us and say whatever you want, but when you bring people's families into it, that is a form of bullying. And I would only look at you as a bully. And I would not accept that if someone was doing that to my kids at school. And this is an adult platform. This is an adult platform. Okay? We're not in a school playground. This is an adult's platform. If you've got something to say or you want something to be said or you want to speak to us, you can do that via phone. We will not be doing anything by Twitter. We will not be doing anything by YouTube. We will not be doing anything by Instagram. Okay? So whatever you're going to do, you can put whatever, in my eyes, rubbish out that you want to put out. Anybody that wants to believe that, you can believe that. It's not a problem. I've not got a problem with you believing that, right? Like I said, I left the show because I wanted to do other stuff. I wanted to not only talk about Arsenal, I wanted to talk about boxing, MMA, and obviously the other shows want to do that. So I wanted to go on to better things, and with a few other guys, we're all the same in the same situation in my eyes. We all want to do that, so that's why we got together. I personally didn't backstab, and I know the other guys didn't. There was form of communication to say that we were going to do this. So that's it, basically, in my eyes. But like I said, there is no need to be a bully on social media. There's no need to do a program on trolls and then do exactly what you're talking about to other people. This will not happen via ourselves.
Terry,
sorry,
can I come in for a minute? Can you also state that I had nothing to do with you leaving the show?
Yeah.
Can I say something? Can I say something, Terry?
I did not drag you.
Do you know what? We'll all say something. Go on. You go first, because we've all.
Sorry, can I just finish?
Yeah,
Go
go
on.
on.
I did not drag all four of you, and I wish you all your best with your new channel, by the way. I did not drag you all four of you out of Sonny's show for a start. You came on your own accord. Let me put this straight. Right, I'm going to put this straight now for everyone. I had a disagreement with Sonny about things. I didn't like the way he treated my friend below, Johnny. I was upset about the way he treated, and I told him. I messaged him and I told him. After that, he said, "I don't want nothing more to do with you. I don't want nothing else, no more to do with you at all." Fair enough. He said, "I'm taking you off. You are a fake," he said to me. I'm a fake because I stuck up for Johnny. So I'm a fake. So he removed me from the group, which is fair enough. That's his option. He didn't want me part of the show. And I accepted that. The next minute I'm hearing he's saying this. He's saying all sorts of things that I've done this and I've done that, which is not true. At the end of the day, he didn't want me part of his group anymore, and that's it. And that's why. And I've gone away. I've kept quiet. While the next day he puts a message about how much he helped me when I was homeless and on my feet, which is not true actually. By the way, what he done, he threw £20 at me in the back of the coach and said, "Here are Claude," and I didn't even want the money, but he kept insisting. In fact, he just threw it at me, and I said, "Oh, I don't want it." But I said, "Fair enough. If he's worried about that money, I will. I gave 2 hours of my time. I gave 2 hours of my time to go and do his podcast in the studio, which is my time, and I charge very high rates for that. So if he wants to talk about owing money, he owes me 150 quid.
Cool. Can I just stop you there quickly? Shaheen has very kindly again give £100 here, so I need to put this super chat up.
Shine, what's going on?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Don't need to do that, Shaheen. Thank you very much.
Take that, please. Thank you, Doug. Thank you very much. But what I'm trying to say, I didn't ask for any money. But if he wants to insist, then he's the one that owes me money. But I don't want any money off him, and that's simple. Also, don't put my family business up with your friend. You put my family business up. You and your mate, the realist. Tonight, I've gone on Twitter. Someone has sent me a Twitter message about my daughter. Yes, this is very painful for me because we've fallen out for 3 years. I would love my daughter to be back with my daughter. I love my daughter to bits. Yeah.
Claude,
Claude, listen. No,
it upsets me. Right?
Yeah, I know.
Put over Twitter, over social media. You are scum, Scully. You are scum. You are proper scum. But I'm going to let it go now. I'm not going to say no more. But please do not contact me. And this has got nothing to do with the boys. It's nothing that they can do their own thing. Do not ever contact me or come within 10 yards of me ever again. You're finished with me, and that's final.
Can I say something, guys?
Right, yeah, go on.
I'm after you, Liv. Go on.
I'll be last then.
Look,
Sorry, Johnny.
That's schedule.
Well, I weren't coming on, was I? Fairness.
Firstly, we've all had our own journeys in life, right? We've all had a lot of shit happen to us over the years, right? Good and bad. I can vouch for it. You know, I've had my shit going on. I chose to go into this to do something positive and to do something, you know, as a single parent, to get me to, you know, to meet guys again and talk about things I love doing, right? I went into something, I thought it was something it wasn't. I found it to be a different environment. Personally, it didn't work for me. It's like doing a job, guys. You go and do a job, you find out that job's not for you, and you go and you leave and you do something different. No hard feelings, nothing. Podcast world is called social media for a reason. It's open to everybody. Nothing being done out there with regards to Arsenal podcasts or anything else is anything new. Everyone's doing Arsenal podcasts. We decided through this meet up as like-minded people, that we had a different idea we wanted to carry out. We love all sorts of sports. We want to talk about mental health matters, football, films, TV, everything. We thought we'd do something different. So we met together and we said, you know what, let's do it. And that's all it was. There's no animosity. Don't care about what anybody else is doing, to be honest with you. And Claude had nothing to do with it. What we did, however, decide when we were putting this together is sometimes Claude maybe goes to away games. He doesn't man the channel. He's got 20,000 odd subscribers that he doesn't reach out to because he goes to these things. This is what he does. AFTV is something he commits a lot to. On the flip side, if we were backstabbing snakes, we would have stayed somewhere rather than go and start something from zero. This man has 3,000 plus subscribers. Why do we want to go and start something from zero if we were that type of people? What we decided to do is do something we wanted to do that was our own project, but at the same time, we thought we'd help Claude when he's not on the station, when he's not manning it, because when he's at games, there's no one there. And in return, he kindly said he would let us plug our own channel. Who wouldn't take up that opportunity? So we took it. There's no different to anybody else when they go to find a job. Where we draw the line is we're very big advocates of mental health and well-being. And where we're drawing the line, and we've stayed quiet all this time, is we've not spoken about anything in public. We've not spoken about what's happened. We've ignored everything. But we've got one gentleman who's decided to help us out, and he's being singled out. And you know what? You've got to look at what's happened over these last few months. You've got to look at people taking their own lives due to their mental health issues and being bullied online. You look at Caroline Flack. We've had two fans this last week, a lad from Newcastle, a Newcastle fan, and another gentleman from Southampton, who have both taken their own lives. You don't know what's going on with someone at home. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what your words and what effect your words can have on people. And what was made us step out today is to say, let's stop this now. We're grown-ass men. Podcast world is not real. The social media is not reality. Let's be genuine, honest people and just say, you know what, we didn't see eye to eye. We've decided to do our own things, and let's think about what our words are doing to people and stop using their private lives and things that have happened to them in the public domain. And that's all I've got to say on this matter, and I'm not going to say anything else on it from here on.
Terry, what was that thing about Nigel Winterburn that came up? Terry.
Nigel Winterburn.
You're saying came up about Nigel Winterburn.
Oh, yeah. Basically, he kicked you off.
Oh, right. No, Nigel Winterburn, basically, we've done a show when John, basically, Nigel Winterburn had to come on, and the guys that were on the show have been there longer than me, and that is the reason why I had to give way. But as I say, I'll always thank him for letting me talk to Nigel Winterburn. So if that answers that one, someone had to come off, and obviously being the new member of that show at the time, that was me.
Well done, mate. Thanks, Kurtshaw.
If that answers that.
Did you want to say something?
Yeah, listen, I just wanted to say on all this, right? This is the whole reason, and I'm not going to name names because that's just muggy, right? We all know what we're talking about here. Let's be honest, right? We, as Terry said, right, we left because obviously we wanted to start our own show and do our own content, right? Okay. All this thing about snakes and all this, and for everyone in the chat and everyone watching this, right, we're perceived as, because we haven't responded, we must be guilty. We must be this. We must be that. At the end of the day, you can't buy class, right? And that is what we are, right? And I just want to put one thing, because do I think a video is going to be done about us, a podcast? Yes. Do I think we're going to get abused tonight or tomorrow on Twitter? Yeah, probably, right? Were they out of line with Claude mentioning his kids? I mean, that's just next level. You know, Claude wasn't the only one who left your we all left. You've all got our numbers, right? Not once have you rung us up to ask, why did you leave? Or to talk man to man.
We were pushed on.
People go on. You're going like you're old school. Clearly you're not old school. Because what that shows me is whatever has gone on with you and Claude, right? You know, you've put it on social media. I come from an era, and the way I was brought up, right? You have an issue, you got a friend, you have an issue, you pick up the phone, right? You don't air their dirty laundry on social media. So if you're asking me, us disloyal, us snakes, really? Think about it, guys. Guys, you guys in the chat, Read between the lines. Use a bit of logic, right? We've been off that channel for a month now. According to certain people, we were the shit on the channel, and a certain person was glad that we're not on the channel because we've done them a favour. If that is the case, then why is it a month has gone by, 4 weeks, and we're still getting digged out? We're still getting dug out. Why? We're the shit. Think about it, guys. We've all got mobiles. They've all got our numbers. Have they rung us up once? No. But you go on Twitter and you want to dig out Claude, a top bloke who's been nothing but nice to us, right? Claude is part of Boardroom Bants in our eyes. All he's done is help us out. He's not the main benefactor of all of this. He's done us a favour. It's pure and simple. But because you perceive Claude as the easy target, you'll go for him. Come at us. We all left. But one thing I do want to say, and this is my last little bit on this, right? For everyone out there, right, trying to come at us, come. Because I'll tell you something now, right? Like I said, you can't buy class. Cream always rises to the top. There is no East End saying, you look after your own, you keep your side of the streets clean.
Exactly.
But we're all friends here. We socialise on this. We socialise off of this, right? We all meet up and drink. We're all friends. So anyone who thinks they're going to come between us, you're wrong. Keep trying, you won't. All right? We're all old school here. Carry on tweeting us. Do what you got to do. But you know what? That's the real truth. That's my bit.
Well said, boys. Well said. Johnny, did you want to add to that, mate?
I mean, I'm going to be careful what I say. You know why? All the lads in the room spoke to me today.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it as it is, and that's in front of you guys as well, because you guys know what I'm like. I say it as it is and the truth. Now, the thing is, some of the other guys, good group of guys, you guys, wonderful guys, getting on really well with you. Stop me if I'm lying. Tell me. We all were in a big WhatsApp group. I spoke my mind and I was the first one to open up, was I not, guys, in that WhatsApp group? And not saying names, but an individual thought, right, out he goes. So I got blocked. Didn't want to be don't want that sort of person in here, because I stuck up for Claude, saying the realest guy, he's never bothered me. He's never said anything to me at all. But I said, Claude is my friend, Jack's my friend, blah, 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 blah. Spoke up my mind. Next thing I know, I'm out of the group. What was the first thing I did, Diesel, once I got chucked out of the group? What was the first thing I still said?
Offered the Gunners pub.
I said, you can still have the Gunners pub, and I wish you all the very best with your show. And I meant that. And I still do.
Classy.
And I would have, and I've got proof, because so many people backed it up. That you guys saw the tweet. Am I lying, Terry?
No.
No. The tweet was there, and the offers was still there. Come back in. Terry rings me. I've come in and I said a comment. Don't know why. Been chucked out of the group again. No idea why. So, for a man that's been chucked out of the group twice and still offers the Gunners pub and still wishes the show the very best, which I still do, believe it or not. At the end of the day, I don't want hate upon him. I've been there. My partner's suffered, and and it's not make anyone feel guilty. My friend hanged himself through bullying, killed his fucking self. And I'm sick of it. Yeah. And the amount of people, and this individual I'm talking about, I've got to be fair, I won't say his name. He hasn't really directly bothered me. He's targeted other people. But he's not really come at me, in fairness. But I did offer to meet the gentleman in the pub and have a chat with him. The individual doesn't drink. Fair enough. I do things one-on-one. It's as simple as that. So all the proof is there for me and everyone else. You've all read the messages. Yeah, am I wrong so far, guys? No?
No,
right.
Listen, every podcast we've done, right, there's always been someone in the chat room who said, oh, what's gone on with you and so-and-so? What have we always said? We've always complimented the channel, right? There's some great guys on there. Not all of them, but the majority of them. Right, some great guys on there, and the content is good. We wish them well. That's all we've said. We've done it classy. Do we get it back? No.
And
but
the thing is,
you know what?
And the thing is as well, sorry to interrupt, Diesel, is that at the end of the day, if you're thrown out of something and someone else invites you into something, or you've got an idea, everyone's entitled to do their own thing and their own podcast. And at the end of the day, as I say, I weren't coming on here tonight, was I, guys? I weren't going to do this. And at the end of the day, my partner's been through enough as it is. Social media has opened a lot of doors for me. but also it's one of the most horriblest things I've ever come across in my entire life. And what saddens me, and that's not picking out the guys from the other show, I want about on a wider margin. The guy that we're talking about tonight on the other show has suffered trolling, has suffered people having a dig. So that individual should know what it's like and how bad it is. So when others are giving it out, practice what you preach. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, I mean this, and you guys that are looking at me in this show now might be a bit pissed off, but Diesel knows me better than any of you. I still, and Diesel will probably give me a clip round the ear hole for saying this after, but I still wish their show all the best. And I do, because I don't hate, I choose not to hate them. It's as simple as that. I don't hate them. I don't know them. At the end of the day, good luck with that show. I'm just doing this not for the money, not for that. I'm doing it because it's topics that I like to do and interests that I've got. Claude I drink with, he's a mate. I like him. Diesel's a mate. Terry I'm getting to know. Lev I'm getting to know. Do you know what I mean? I've got other people that are friends that want to get involved in this. Nothing more, nothing less. And I've never, ever said anything bad like that regarding that show. Even today, guys, true or false, did I not say I wish you all the best with it?
Yeah, listen, it's all there on Twitter. It's all there to see. Right, we've handled it with grace and class. It's just a shame some others don't. But you know what? The way I look at it now, guys, we've said our piece. People believe what they want to believe. I've always been an advocate of the truth always comes out in the end. Yeah. Now, for me, this is irrelevant now. It's irrelevant because we're doing what we do. We're enjoying it. Right? The channel's going to grow. Whether we get 100 views, 1,000, it doesn't matter. Right? We're doing something we enjoy. Right? And I'll be damned if someone's going to come and try and piss it all up for us. Right? We're enjoying it. We're all mates. No one's going to break us. Guys, to the guys in the chat, if you want to watch us and you like what we're doing, thank you for the support. If you don't want to, if you don't like it, don't watch. It's as simple as that. If you watch us and you want to watch other channels, not a problem. We're not going to abuse anyone in the chat. Right? We don't always agree, but we're not going to abuse you. And one last thing, Flo Zanelli, top guy, my guy, you're always welcome on our channel, bro.
Diesel, Terry.
Let Claude go, Lev. Hold up.
Go on, Claude. Go on.
Can I just say something? Everyone is entitled to opinions, talk about things, but when it comes to family and discussing my family business, that's going beyond it, mate. You can joke and laugh with me, but that's not banter. That's not banter. That's not. Someone said to me, "You shouldn't be on. Twitter's not for you." What? So that's what Twitter's all about. Is that what Twitter's all about? As I said, someone just said about Caroline Flack and people committing suicide. See, what I don't understand. There's a guy there. He's going on about trolls and doing programs on mental health, and he's digging into me for 2 days to get me going, knowing that I'm in pain. He knows my situation. He knows I'm in pain, and he's digging and digging and digging. And then he has the cheek to say that he wants to do programs on mental health. The reason he wants to do programs on mental health, and I'll tell you the reason he wants to do it, is to boost his profile. He's not interested in mental health, because if he was, he wouldn't be doing that for me for the last 2 days. He wouldn't be doing that to me. He's not interested, right? That's fine for me. No, also, you know, I mean, it's not on. It's just not bloody well on, because you say things, you represent saying that you hate all this, you do that, and you're digging into me for 2 days like that. And let me give you a message, Sonny, as well, right? Those people you think that they're doing all this on, do you think they're your friends? They're not your friends. They're not your friends. They're living off you, mate. They're living off you. So don't think they're your friends, mate.
Can I just say one thing and then wrap up? Can I just say one last thing?
2 seconds. Is it Asib? Is that how you say it? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. You're totally right. We are all Arsenal, and like we've said before, we've praised his channel. We've told people to go and watch it still. We have not been bitter or twisted in any way whatsoever. You're allowed to go and watch any channel you want, and you're still welcome on mine or Claude's channel. That's what the problem. That's where the problem lies.
Right. I'm just going to say one thing, and that's me done then, guys, because it is quite start. I'm not going to say names or who I know, but when sometimes some people say, "Oh, why does Johnny act like that on Twitter?" or on a serious level, is someone I know as well. It's a long story. I'll make it short as I can. They were being bullied and accused of something and being accused of something, right? And all listeners want to hear this. And that kid took his own life. No, hold on. It don't stop there. He took his own life because he was pushed and pushed and pushed. And yeah, some people say he was weak, whatever. Doesn't matter. He took his own life. And do you know what happened? He never did what people were saying about him. And guess what happened? The mum killed herself afterwards because she couldn't fucking live with it. Now, that is fucking tragic. That is terribly sad. Now, all I'm going to say to anyone that's bothered me on social media, and this stops now, is from today, I've promised my partner, you won't get an argument for Twitter. If you want a one-on-one with me, speak to me and I will meet you. But you ain't getting no row at me on social media. I've stuck up for people. I've argued left, right and centre with people. If you want to abuse and call me this and call me that, fucking get on with it. But the real world and the real people know it's childish bollocks. I don't entertain it anymore. If you want to speak with me, you've got my number, and that goes for anyone out there. Anyone. As Diesel said, it's about being real. And that's not me saying I'm the big I am. And this isn't a show, by the way, because we'll probably get that. This ain't a show about feeling sorry for us lot. No fucking way is it.
No.
No fucking way. This show is about being real. I don't give a fuck if that other show does better than that. And I still wish, I'm going to say, no, I wish Sonny's show all the best. I really do. He's not called me out personally, but I know things that have been said. That's fine.
See, Johnny, sorry, can I just come in? And another thing I want to point out, anyone can go on, right, and cover their face, right, and not show who they are. We could all do that, mate. But let me give you a warning. Let me give that person a warning. You will be found. So if you keep on at me, you will be found. And I promise you, you wish you'd never met me. You wish you never gone on to me, mate. You will be found. Don't worry about that. You think you're safe with that thing above your head. You think you're safe. You can damage me like that. Let me promise you, man. You will be found, and you wish you never come in contact with me. And I
Terry, one thing.
It's not a threat. It's a promise.
All right, let's look. Grander scheme of things, guys. Let's get realistic here, right? It's just a fucking podcast. It's just people doing things they want to enjoy doing. The worst that we've ever done as a group is decided that one podcast wasn't for us and we wanted to go and do something different. That's all anyone could ever say about any of us. That's all anyone could say about any of us.
It wasn't under contract, guys. I'm sure you wasn't under contract.
You cannot go on Twitter and find anything nasty we're saying about anybody else, right? Where we've decided to draw the line today is where one of our own, the person that's helping us, is being mentally attacked and abused, and we can't just sit back. If we're talking about mental health and this, that, and the other, and saying we want to be advocates of it and have shows on it, we can't then sit back and watch somebody that we know getting that and keep our mouths shut. It doesn't paint the right picture. So we decided today to take a stand. All we're saying is let's just stop this shit now. Stop bringing people's personal lives out into the public domain. It's just social media, boys. We're not out to take anything from anybody. We're doing a totally separate show with our own bloody ideas, and we're helping out a mate along the way who's helping us out. That is it. So let's just get a grip and be human beings. Think about the fact that humans' emotions and feelings and their lives are more important than a stupid little Twitter flipping beef, and just move on from it. And that's all I got to say on the matter. And I've got love for everybody and good luck to everyone.
Let's wrap this up now, boys, because obviously we've spoke about it now for long enough.
Yeah, that's it. I don't want to think about it again.
Can I just say, as far as Twitter's concerned, all I'm gonna do now is advertise my channel. and I will be making no more comments on that. I'm taking a complete.
That's it. We're done with this.
I can take a complete break from it. All I'll be doing is putting my channel up. You can say whatever you want, but let me tell you now, anything that I see, I won't respond to it. I will report it, and you'll be, and that will be it. That's how I'll be from now on. Thank you.
Okay.
Right, guys, can I just say sorry on a more positive note?
It's live. Is this live?
This is live, coming to you from East London.
Justin, news.
Hold up. Diesel, just quickly, we've got a super chat from Flo. We've got a super chat from Flo. Claude, use this to pay him the debts you apparently owe. This is from me with love. Flo, that is a fantastic contribution.
You know what? I love this guy. I love Flo, man.
If anything, Flo, thank you very much, but you shouldn't take that back. If anything, right, he owes me money because he owes me 100 quid for turning up to his studio.
Yeah. What Flo hasn't told you with the exchange rate, that's £1.50.
That's on my time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Guys,
so that will pay for 5 flights to Australia.
Guys, I'll just say as well, last thing from me as well. It's only small.
Hello.
I love you. No, all jokes aside, I'm going to get soppy because I don't care. I love my partner, and she's been through a lot through me being a dickhead on social media, right? And I love her very much. And we've been together 10 years, and I fucked up, and I've made mistakes that I regret. And I mean that. But I'm telling you now, no, it's not funny. This is God's honest truth, right? I love her to bits, and she didn't want me to go on here tonight because of this sort of stuff. Yeah, so remember, don't come at me on Twitter because you're hurting other people, right? I'm not interested. If you don't like me, don't mention me. Leave me alone. I just want to have a good laugh with some good people. I've got no hardship or any against anyone else. I've got to think of my missus now. She's been there for me, and she's been through the shit.
Right.
And when I first started on social media, I thought I was the dog's bollocks, and I had people following me, and I was going on this and I was going on that, and I fucked up big time, and I learned a very valuable lesson.
No one is perfect, Johnny.
No, thanks, mate. And I regret things that I've done, but it's about changing the corner and turning, and that is what I'm trying to do.
Listen, Johnny. All I'm going to say now is Claude and all, everyone, right? Like I said earlier, this is supposed to be an adult platform. Yeah, it's supposed to be an adult platform. You know what I mean? If these people ain't going to act like adults, as far as I'm concerned, all I'm going to do now is just block them. I'm going to block anyone. We welcome anyone to come on our show in the chat rooms and everything. But as soon as I see anything that is untoward, I will just block you. It's as simple and easy as that. Right? If you want to come with us at constructive criticism and have a proper grown-up debate about stuff, that's fine. I've got no problem with that or with any of the other guys. But if you're going to come on and just abuse, then you just get blocked. And you just keep getting blocked and blocked and blocked. You can make as many accounts as you want. We are not going to respond to any rubbish anymore. This is where the line is drawn. Right now, the line is drawn. That is it. That is our response. You either lump it or you love it. It's a simple
no hate
as that. There is no hate. There's nothing. There's no animosity. Your show, I hope it goes on and does fantastic and everything. The people in it, fantastic, great. We've got our own show.
And Terry as well. There's a man sitting there on the left-hand corner. And I said wrap it up, but you see, you need to say it because it's important. You've got Lev who's sitting there, and we won't mention things. I know for a fact, I ain't known the guy for a long time. He's been through a fucking hard time.
Yeah.
He's got 3 kids, and that's all I'm saying. He's been through a hard time, and he carries a smile on his face, right? Yeah. I've lost 2 sisters. I lost my dad. I don't want to get out the violin too much. And I'm going to mention Sonny, and I'm going to mention Claude. Claude's had a lot of heartache. And Sonny, the only thing I will say to you, mate, is you've had heartache. You've had heartache, Sonny, as well, and you know what it's about, mate. Now let's stick together. Let's get on with what we're doing, and let's all have a laugh. Exactly. Let's have fun, because that's what Twitter's supposed to be.
One thing I do hate, though, boys.
Flo, I'm waiting to take them out. I'm just waiting for you to lay on the plane so that we can come over to you, and then we can.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Big up, Flo.
Let's just drop it now. Everyone, just drop it. Let's all move on. Let's all be good
Let's
people.
move on. I'll get it. We'll move on.
Right, guys, I've
Right,
got
Man
good news.
City. We got Man City. Go on, go on.
I've got some good news.
Go on, Diesel. Go on, Diesel.
Right, I've got some good news. On Twitter, I have just hit 200 subscribers.
Oh, come on, everyone. Give the man a clap. Everyone.
Sorry, 200 followers, you know what I mean?
Wait,
I'm buzzing.
I thought it was on Jalili's page.
Anyone want any garlic bread?
Garlic bread.
Right. Listen, everyone, thanks a lot for everyone in your comments, and the love and support that you're getting, Claude, is unbelievable in these comments, mate. So,
What about mine? What about my love?
Yeah, brilliant. Look, Alex Wilden, right? Top man. He watches our stuff. I tell you, it's a lovely bloke. Thanks for the comments. I really appreciate it.
Archie, the same, MJ, all of you.
Thursday night, boys.
MJNC, come on.
Yeah,
real one.
Thursday night. We got our show on Thursday.
Oh yeah,
night.
right. Wednesday night. We've got the Man City.
Hasib Malik. Thank you, Hasib. Thank you.
Wednesday night we've got the Man City Arsenal watch along on both channels again. So come and join us for that. I think it's 7:15. We'll be going live. And then on Thursday on Bordering Bants, we've got the one and only Johnny presenting a top 10 movie horror show. And we've got an actor coming in, haven't we, Johnny?
We've got a special guest. His name's Carl Hester. And then basically where he's from California, grew up in New Orleans. And he's worked with people like Roddy Piper, Zach Gallion from Gremlins. He's been in films with Sharon Stone when he first started out.
Joking?
No.
Sharon Stone?
Yeah,
1994, he was in a film with her.
Yeah.
Was it Basic Instinct?
No.
He was the cameraman. Low shot.
He played the dildo. But no.
Jeremy Stood.
He's agreed to...
the groomer.
He's agreed to come on the show. He's agreed to come on the show. And he's agreed to come on the show and obviously talk about producing. He's going to give his top 5 horror films of all time, as we are. But we're going to talk to him. He's done films like The Chair. He laughs about it, and it's a great title, Zombie with a Shotgun. I think that's fucking funny as fuck. And he laughs about it, and he's happy. But also we've got some other guests coming on as well. Lev's looking forward to it. I don't know if I've mentioned we've got the greatest tribute band to T-Rex, the lead singer, Daniel Zed. So he's going to be coming on. Lev can't wait to speak to him. I know that. So
I love Jurassic Park, mate. It's brilliant. I told you.
And hopefully Cypress Hill will be coming on as well. So we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. So we've got loads of wins coming up, everybody. So keep an eye out.
Leicester won the town tonight, and they 4-0.
What's that?
Leicester 4-0 up.
Bloody hell.
4-0 up.
4-0 up.
Like someone's mentioned that Seri has been called off apparently due to coronavirus. I don't know if that's true.
I think it is. Yeah, it's a long time, isn't it? Bloody hell. But no, listen, we need to wrap this up now. We've been going an hour and 14 minutes now. So everyone in the comments, like I said, thank you so much for your contributions. And also everyone that's been commenting, much love to you all. Like we said, we don't want no hate. There's no hate here. We just want to move on, be a happy ass, and let's all go Wednesday night. And
3 points on Wednesday. 3 points.
Come on, 3 points to the Arsenal. That's what we want. 3 points.
I'll blame Lev for dragging.
I've got to go and sell some antiques now, boys. All right, so.
Lev, you know you got the show out. You know that.
Lev, Johnny, all thanks for coming on, and we'll see you all Wednesday night. Please join us. See you later. Bye.
Up the Gunners. Up the Gunners.
It's time to go.
Time to go.